Welcome to Luvthemknives channel, Bestech Mako. Yeah, I got this knife from my buddy Justin at White Mountain Knives. I encourage you to do what you can to support him. He's really first class all the way. And LTK is your discount code for 10% off. And yes, I like the Mako. That's why I ordered it. So I don't get sent knives and be told, hey, you need to, give it a thumbs up and all that. I pick what I want and then I say what I want. So nobody's telling me what to say about knives. Some of them I like, some of them I don't. I always got certain nits to pick with knives. So that's just the way I am. But this one's got K110 steel on the blade. So it's basically Bowler's equivalent to D2. Okay, so it's D2, which is a semi-stainless, but not a full stainless. It'd be nice if Bestech would, they've been rocking along doing D2 blades. And hey, I like their stuff, right? There's my fish in D2, and I like the swordfish. Swordfish, that's almost a 9-inch knife, my swordfish is. This is a little shorter, but not much. Where's my little Kaiser Justice? So check out the Kaiser Justice. Talk about two knives that are almost exactly the same length. 3.75-inch blade, 8.5, 8.6 overall length, and, the kind of same color grayish G10 as well. So yeah, kind of weird they both came out about the same time as well. Little thumb ramp going on here. But I like the blade design here. Oh, by the way, will a knife be the knife? Okay. Yeah, it's sharp. Where's my balance on this? Oh, it's pretty good. Well, looks like we're going to take this apart, by the way, but yeah, I'm looking inside going, did they skeletonize the liners? And yes, they did. And yes, you got a G10 matching colored G10 backspacer. These liners are not embedded, they show. And, it always makes it feel a little bit more structural. They're pretty hefty liners. What's my lockup on this? 25 to 30. Got jimping along here, so that helps you kind of be able to hit that and disengage the liner, which is easy. And then once you do, that's it. It's already over the detent ball. It's going to drop. So is there a fidget factor? Yes, there's a fidget factor. It's very fidget friendly, absolutely. Wow. And you got a little bit of a fuller along there. Okay, yeah, you can use it to finger flick. So you can do that as well as the flipper tab. Design flow, great. Right into the bolster and right into here. Blade to handle length is fine. Centered. No blade plate, no lock rock. Am I just lucky? I don't know. Most of the knives I get are centered, no blade plate, lock rock, no issues. I take them apart. I put them together. I haven't had hardware failure, maybe like 1 out of 150 knives. So I don't know. They're working for me. Okay, so let's start slandering this knife. Let's look at the deep carry pocket clip. First of all, Bestech. Note to Bestech, please. You can lose the number 6s. Even Kaiser is going to a number 8 here. Much less, hello, there's this thing called Civivi now, and these are all number 8s as well. Now, look at the deep carry on the Civivi. Look at the screws. Can you see them? Almost not. That's because they're flat. Should they be flat here? Yes, because that gives you clearance on your pocket. Right? Because when you get into a deep carry, you need to start thinking about the screws that secure it. Because if it's, well, this is a deep carry too, actually, but this is an aftermarket one. But otherwise, it doesn't matter because the screws are up here and then the clip doesn't start until down here. But on the deep carry, yeah, the screws are involved in that clearance. So yes, do that. And number 8s throughout the body, like Civivi. It's not that tough. But at least it's a deep carry clip. Another thing they could have done, though, is why do you need this extra screw here? Why don't you just back this up and that screw, the first screw there and that pocket clip could do double duty right there. Why not? One less screw, one less piece of hardware to mess up and to mess with. Does that make sense to you? It makes sense to me. They could have moved this thing back. So, okay. Now I'm done. Otherwise, yes, I like it. And how much does it weigh? Well, let's check that out. It's a chunk. Yeah, 5.46 ounces. It's not crazy heavy, but it's not a super lightweight. 155 grams. So, yeah, it comes in a box. Nothing great. Mako, stonewash set, and K110. Just a real simple little thing with plastic for the knife to be in. So there's that. But, I mean, I don't care. But although, you know, traditionally they've been running around $52, and now we're looking at a $68 knife. So, I wonder why, though. Well, unless things just go up because they go up with time. But to me, I don't see it over things like my swordfish. I mean, this was like $52. I like this just fine. Deep carry clip, still doing the same old number 6 routine. I mean, and you know, this came out, this new color for 2020 as well. So now let's throw a tape on it and confirm all our stuff. But it says 3.8. Yeah, okay. Depends on what you're talking about, but it's over 3 3/4 inch cutting edge. So we're looking at pretty close to right at 100 millimeters and 8.5 overall. 21.5 centimeters. Now, how fat in the hand is it? 14, close to 14 millimeters. 0.55, that's not bad. 0.14, so what, 3.5 millimeters? 3.6, somewhere right there. So, not bad. It's hefty enough. I like the action. I like the fact it's over the detent ball real quick. I like the fact that you can finger flick with this little fuller. And, you know, it's nice. It breaks up the blade a bit. So, I like it for style points as well. This is nice, this little thumb ramp here, and that, you've seen that on a bunch of other knives too, but I do think it helps to secure and grip. And then as far as all this, G10, well, of course, this adds to the grip right here too. You've got some jimping here, you've got some jimping on the underside here, and then of course, when it goes to disengaging and or just right there. Yes, you can feel that. So, and they didn't cut it away too severely. So it doesn't really screw up the design flow of the knife. So that's good. Ergos are really good because this is really neutral here. So I can get them all on. The front choil's not too big, you know, or too small. It's just right for me. And then the rest of my fingers, yeah. Reverse grip, yeah, that feels good too. Now, you've got a lanyard hole here, and it's tubed through that back spacer. I kind of like it when they're enclosed through the back spacer. I like that. And I like having a back spacer. It's just an extra little touch that seems to complete the knife. So really, I like this. I do like this Mako. I think this may be one of the better ones they've come out with recently. I mean, my swordfish, I really like the Paladin, the Hornet, those kinds of knives. You may like the Kendo. Those and the Lion, some of the others that they came out with several years ago, still perennial favorites. But this one, it could be right in there with them because there's a lot of nice flow to the design. It looks really sensible. It feels substantial in the hand. It's very structural. It's very fidget friendly. It's not overly lightweight. It feels rough and tough. You know, it feels like it can take a beating. And it's got a lot of tactile here, so you can really get a grip on the knife. Deep carry pocket clip makes it even better. So let's dig in. Obviously we can't open it from the front, but we can open it from the back. And that goes. And yeah, it's a D-shaped pivot, it looks like. So that helps center the logo and also keep this from having issues turning the entire pivot, etc. Now, let's take the rest of it out, although we are at number 6. So, break that one loose. And we've got to get this screw right here off. Let's take the pocket clip off. Okay, we got that removed, so now we can finish this off, and I guess I already had it pretty much. I mean, I tried to undo it from behind that clip, which I guess you can do, but it's not easy. So there goes that screw. There goes that screw. And they look the same length, and here's the scale. That's fine. Here's the liner. There are no screws securing the liner, so that comes right off. And it looks like a ceramic detent ball. That's all good. Okay. And we've got ceramic bearings. Yeah, both sides. And of course there's our stop, and that looks pretty heavy duty. And yes, they've skeletonized the liner there, D-shaped pivot, drops right through, and yeah, it's squared off all the way. The length of the pivot. Good deal. And there's your back spacer. All right, we've got everything disassembled, looks good, and if we want to put it back together, I guess we can come from the front side, where we have the logo and the pivot. Pivot goes right in here. And yeah, it fits right in that squared off area. Let's throw some bearings in here. Put a blade on, and let's put our blade stop as well. Okay. Blade stop is down. Bearings on top. And at this point we can put our liner back in place. Our scale. Our pivot pin. Pivot screw, and we got her tightened down relatively well. I'm going to put this screw back in here. Come here. There we go. Behind where that pocket clip is. so you can see how that, I mean, you could have just moved that pocket clip back and made that do double duty, I think. There should have been a way to do that. Okay, let's push it right on through. There we go. Now, next screw. Here we go. Got it locked down. Locked down. Last scale screw. That's good. Now where are we? Well, we're pretty centered right up, it looks like. Let's see if we got any play. No, no play. How's the drop? Oh, that's really good. I think we're there. Back with the Bestech Mako. I like it. I like it. Like the design. Like the blade shape. Ergos. Everything about it. It's pretty good. Pretty good little knife here. It's not a left hand capable and carry, and it also screws could be replaced, but it still goes in the pocket relatively well. I would have liked maybe something a full stainless, but K110. Okay, that's fine. All right, I'm gonna let you go. The Bestech Mako. It's all right. It's a really good one. Should be a good user carry knife, and it's not terribly expensive. Thank you so much for joining me. You know what we do. We love them knives, so you guys stay sharp.